Hey guys, welcome into another Reviews at Random. Today I wanted to do a video on the differences between the Amazon Echo Dot 3 and the Amazon Echo Dot 4. That way hopefully you can make the best decision for you and your home. Let's get right to it. All right, so first starting with the Echo Dot 3. This was released in 2018 as the third generation of Amazon Echo products. So on it, you're going to have obviously your basic features. You're going to have the hockey puck style, which I really like. Okay, makes it so it's a low profile. You can put it anywhere on a bookshelf, in a cabinet, on your table, and it's going to be pretty much out of the way. So with that, you're going to have the light bar here, first and foremost. This is what will light up when Alexa's responding or when you're asking questions. On the top of it, you're going to have 4 buttons. Volume up, volume down. This is the action button, or the button you can press instead of saying Alexa. You can just walk up to it, press that button, and it will actually respond or let you ask it a question at that point. And then the important one, the microphone muted button. Okay, so from there you can press that button at any time and make it so Alexa is no longer listening. So even if you say the wake word, which is once again Alexa, if you have that mute button on, she's not going to respond. Other things on the top of it, you're going to notice holes here. These are for the microphones. This has 7 built-in microphones that are far-field communicating microphones. That means that it's able to hear you from distances away, so you don't have to be up close to it. Going around, you're going to have the fabric on it. This is going to be covering up the speaker portion of it, which it does feature a 1.6-inch speaker. Coming to the back, you're going to have the power jack as well as the 3.5 millimeter cable speaker jack or headphone jack. If you would like to plug in directly from your phone or from a different device to play through the speaker, that is an option on this device. Coming down to the bottom, this is one thing that I do like about it. It does have a rubber bottom to it, so it makes it so it's not going to be sliding around if you do end up having it someplace. I mean, not that you're really going to have it mounted where it should be slipping or anything like that, but it is nice to have a slip-resistant bottom on it, so you can put it at an angle if you wanted to, and it makes it so it's not going to slide around. So that is the Echo Dot 3. This is the power cord that comes with it. It is black. If you do purchase the other colors, it does come in other colors, but with the charcoal color, the one that I ended up buying, it does come with the black power cord. So that is the Echo Dot 3. Now to the Echo Dot 4. So this one, obviously as you can tell, in 2020, which is when this came out, October of 2020, they decided to change up the design. They went with the globe or sphere shape, which I kind of like that. I thought that would be really cool coming out of the box. Kind of gives it a unique look, something that you can put someplace in the house and kind of show it off versus the other one, which once again is just a flat hockey puck thing, which, you know, a lot of people like that. It makes it so it's out of the way, you don't notice it, but this one is definitely going to be noticed no matter where you put it. So similar to that of the other one, it's going to have obviously your standard buttons on top. So once again, you have your volume up, volume down, your action button, and then your mute button. So once again, those are those buttons. Instead of them being a physical button or a hard button, these are going to be a rubbery type button. That's the texture that they have on them. Interestingly enough, with this one, it does have the same amount of microphones. It comes with 7 microphones built in, which once again are the far-field communication microphones. So once again, no matter where you're at, hopefully if you're speaking the wake word, which is once again Alexa or whatever you've programmed that to be, it's going to be able to hear you from across the room. Once again, it does feature the exact same speaker. It's a 1.6-inch speaker. So the same speaker that, believe it or not, was in the Amazon Echo 3 is once again featured in the Amazon Echo Dot 4. Coming around, once again, you're going to have the same cloth on the charcoal version. Around the sides on the back, you have the power input and once again a 3.5 millimeter jack that you can plug once again directly into other devices so you can play music through this device specifically. On the bottom, first thing you'll notice is where the light bar is. Okay. Initially, I thought that that would be something that would be pretty cool. A lot of people thought that that would be cool. I'm going to explain to you here momentarily why I don't particularly like that, but we'll get to that in just a second. Then coming to the bottom, there is a slight rubbery texture on the bottom. However, it's not the same rubbery texture that was on the Echo Dot 3. So still probably not going to slip around because you're not going to be putting it in a situation where it is slipping around, but not the same high quality fill on the bottom of it. Okay. Next we come to the power cord. Doesn't matter which color of speaker you end up getting with the Echo Dot 4, it is coming with a white power cord, which when we're displaying those two side by side is just plain. There's no writing on it, there's no anything. It's just the power cord. It's a matte finish, whereas the Echo Dot 3 does have a matte finish on it, but it does have the Amazon branding on it. So kind of a little bit of a downgrade in my opinion, but that's up to you. It's all obviously based on preference there. All right, so now that I've covered the physical differences with you, now I want to go into what are some of the other differences. So once again, looking at the speakers, you can already tell you've got the white cord on the one, you've got the black cord on the other. I think the black with black looks better versus the black with white. Once again, that's just preference. They're going to work the same as far as that's concerned. Both speakers are currently muted, so you can see the red ring on this one and then how the red ring works on this one. So looking at it from this angle, looks pretty cool. However, I think when I use it, the functionality becomes a little bit harder to use. I have it on a bookshelf that sits a little bit higher typically, and it makes it so you can't even see that coloring. That's one of the reasons that I don't like this version, is because of that coloring. I can hardly ever see it when I'm asking it questions. So if it's a little bit more noisy in the room and I'm looking at the speaker, sometimes I can't tell whether or not she's listening to me. Whereas with this one, with how it sits, I can always see when the red ring or the ring comes on. When I've used the wake word, when I say Alexa, it actually is on top so I can see it right away. So once again, kind of a preference thing there, and where you have it setting. If you have it set up higher, obviously it's going to make it harder for you to tell whether or not this light's on versus this one, because this one's on the top, that one's on the bottom, and if you have anything blocking your vision on the bottom, it's going to make it more difficult to see that. You'll see when I use the wake word, Alexa, the blue color on the bottom with that one. Works pretty cool. Next we come over here, Alexa, and you can see the blue color on that one. So as I was mentioning before, where I have them positioned, this one sitting on top of my TV, this one sitting on top of a bookshelf, when I say Alexa, I'm able to see this one a lot more clearly than where I'm able to do on this one because of the angle that I'm usually at. Where this one is sitting up high, this one's sitting up high, I can always see the light on this one. Generally speaking, it's a little bit harder to see the light on that one. So once again, you've seen that. Now it's time for a sound test. All right, so the next comparison I want to make is with the speaker. So it does come, each of these come with a 1.6-inch speaker. They do say that with the new chip that they have in there, the Echo Dot 4 supposedly produces better sound. I'll leave that up to you to decide, but let's go ahead and make sure we've got their volumes both all the way up first so you can hear the difference. Alexa, volume to 10. Alexa, volume to 10. All right, so for the sound test, I'm going to Bluetooth in. We're going to first start with the Echo Dot version 4. So I am Bluetooth in just so I don't have to ask her to play. Keep in mind, this is at volume 100%. Once again, just show you there, volume 100%. I am Bluetooth in from my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one now. Okay, we'll try a different one. And finally, one more. Okay, now moving on to the Echo Dot 3. Okay, next song. And finally, the last song. All right, let me know in the comments down below which one you think sounded better. In my opinion, I have to give the win to the Echo Dot 3. Personally, I think number one, I think it's louder. And number two, I think the volume coming from it, the sound coming from it is a lot better. I do still like the Echo Dot 4. However, I think it is a little bit quieter, and I think the sound that comes from it is not quite as good as what comes out of the Echo Dot 3. So like I said, let me know in the comments below which one you think is better, which one you think sounded better, if there even really was a difference. Maybe there's not much of a difference to you, but once again, let me know what you think. I got to give the win in this case after reviewing both of these, having had these. I've had this one obviously for over a year. This one I've had since probably about mid-November. Like I said, with the pros and cons weighed out, having had both of them, I really do think that the Echo Dot 3, with it being number one, a cheaper price, I think the quality of it is better. I like how it was built. I like the actual look better. I like where the light position on it is. This one I thought was going to be pretty cool because it is a new shape. It is an orb shape. But then it makes it tough to see the light with where I have it put, once again, on top of my TV stand. So ultimately, with the sound and the light, I've got to give the win to the Echo Dot version 3. If I were to make the purchase all over again today, once again, Echo Dot 3 gets the win. Let me know down in the comments below if you think there's any difference, if you would purchase the Echo Dot 4 versus the Echo Dot 3 or vice versa. Once again, I think either one you get is going to be a great product, but hope this helps you out. Hope this helps you choose which one to purchase. Once again, they're basically the exact same device, but let me know in the comments below which one you did like. So I got to thank you guys once again for taking the time to sit down and watch this video. If you do like this type of content, please give it a like. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more content like this. Also, go ahead and if this helped you out, consider subscribing. That does help me out. Let me know what you guys are liking to see in the next video. Until then, this has been James with Reviews at Random. Have a great day, guys.